walking on the Wellston Trail, day 36. If you are watching the replay, definitely thank you. Appreciate that. Just starting out on the walk, day 36 in a row of coming out and taking a 2-mile walk, live streaming from the walk, and chatting with people on here. I do this every day. Leo is the first one in the house this morning. Welcome, Leo. Good to see you this morning. Good morning to you. Starting out on day 36 of my morning walks. Hard to believe it's been that many days in a row. Come out here every morning, take a 2-mile walk, enjoy myself, get myself going for the day. So, good morning. I'm doing well, Leo. He is your goat. He's my stream is awesome. Thank you. I will keep it up. This is day 36. There is Dan from Romania, my hype man. Welcome in, Dan. I appreciate you being here this morning. Starting out on day 36 of my 2-mile walks. Gonna complete 72 miles today. How about that? Good morning. This has been good for me. Get out and do this. I have been since I've been doing this, I definitely have been accomplishing more during the days. Like and subscribe for the old guy. Beautiful day today. Yes, it is. There are some clouds today, but looks like it's going to be a nice day out. Got some plans for today. Some more of the yard cleanup. Going to continue today. Film a bunch of stuff. Hopefully get another video up tomorrow. Gonna play. I'm calling it Whack-A-Shrub. I'm gonna go in and cut down some shrubs, trim some trees back a little bit away from the house. Basically clean up over on the one side of the yard up toward the front. So that's the next project, and I'm starting that today. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You know what I don't understand, Bailey? Any people go outside now. Why? Friends, like and subscribe for Old Guy Hustle. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan. Miss Ducky is here. Welcome. Good morning to you. Morning, good morning. Good morning. Easy. Thank you for the smiley faces. Thumbs up. Doing well. Dookie is here. Welcome in this morning. Good morning to you. We are out on our morning walk. Today is day 36. I am in the USA, state of Georgia. Been coming out every day now. I said this is day 36 of being out here taking a 2-mile hike, 2-mile walk, I guess, in the morning on a walking trail. Nice cool morning by the looks. Yes, it is. Flip you around here, show you where I'm walking to. Well, the first portion of the trail is through a park, and then you walk through a little neighborhood next to the street, and we get into here, and this is the wooded portion. Nice and peaceful and serene. Laura is here. Welcome, Laura. How are you this morning? Not bad, not bad. That country is cool. Thank you, thank you. J-Dog is up early this morning. How are you this morning, J-Dog? Up bright and early this morning. What, 4 o'clock in the morning for you? Good to see you in here this morning. This is 36th day in a row coming out and walking the trail. I love the sounds of birds chirping in the morning. Yes. Doing great. Thank you, Laura. You got this, bro. I believe in you. Never give up, never back down. I won't. I've been pretty blessed that as far as the weather goes, I had one day that I cut my walk short because of rain. But that's it out of the 36 days. Kind of surprising that there hasn't been rain in the mornings on one of these walks some other time. Maybe some deer today. I don't know. Maybe. Have a great day. I'll see you later. All right, J-Dog. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. J-Dog's got a channel. Go check him out. He does live streams every once in a while, or sometimes. I shouldn't say every once in a while. He does live streams as well. Yeah, I haven't been seeing any deer out here in quite a while. Ever since I started bringing apples out to them, they all disappeared. Guess they don't like apples, or who knows. Revelations is here. Lester is here. Good morning, both of you. Good to see you this morning. Joe is here. He's a rhinestone cowboy. Isn't that fun, Joe? Confusing everybody with lyrics. Good morning. Definitely travel to those places and do streams. To my horror, some deer were in my backyard eating my flowers a few mornings ago. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's the thing about them, is they will terrorize a garden. I had at one time I had a bunch of hostas, and I bought a whole bunch of them at Lowe's at the very end of the year. I think I paid like 50 cents a piece for them or something, and I gave some to a friend. Morning. I gave some to a friend, and she took them out, planted them at a cemetery, and went back the very next day, and they were all gone, completely chewed away. And I've had other people say that they get deer in their yard, but they've never had, their hostas have never been bothered. So we are on day 36 of taking these morning walks. When I'm done today, I will have walked 72 miles on this trail. So that'll almost get me to Atlanta. But if it took me 36 days to get to Atlanta, I don't know if it'd be worth it. He's a knock knock. Who's there? We've been in this spot 13 years, and this is the first time, that you've seen any. Fern is here. Good morning, Fern. I've got all kinds of people coming in this morning. Good morning. Fern was probably on one of my very first live streams. Good to see you today. Let's see. Maine male. Morning. Good morning. Everybody double tap that screen. Show me that you like the live stream. You're on my second one? Okay. Alright. I know it was definitely early. One of the OGs. Alright, we're already up to 12 likes this morning. Not even halfway yet. 36 days, yep. I definitely appreciate everybody that comes in. You guys are amazing. Definitely makes this even more enjoyable, more worthwhile to me. It's good to get out and do this every day. If I wasn't live streaming, I probably wouldn't do it every single day. You guys motivate me to keep coming. I wake up in the morning and think to the first thing I think is, okay, how much time do I have before I have to go walk? Thank you, Revelation. Raining, I can't remember. Something raining is your other tag name. Fern, you gotta go. All right, we'll see you later. Is Spider Dave still around? Haven't seen Spider Dave in a while. I put him in the bushes right in front of the door, and haven't said the next day he had spun a web right there in the bushes. I could see him. I haven't seen him since then, and now I got a whole bunch of bugs in those bushes, so must not be doing his job. Got to change your shower curtain. Yeah, you said you got a pug shower curtain, didn't you? Raining rains, yeah. Without KJ is here. Without action, it's just inaction. Absolutely. And we are at the 1 mile point, the turnaround, on our way back. I'm gonna check the little neighborhood library here. Looks like someone donated some magazines. Surprise, surprise, the calculus book is still there. Huh. I don't know if you guys have these in your neighborhoods or if you've ever seen them before, but it's just a free neighborhood library. Kind of cool to see. What is my age? I'm 65 years old. Hi, bro. It's night here. I'm glad I could meet someone in a different weather. Well, hello to you, Odello. Gotta go to Walmart. That's a good idea. Calculus still quantifying dust, huh? Yeah. Hey, I'm proud to say I got a C in calculus. Maine, you are in Canada. William Cooper is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All kinds of new people. Double tap that screen for me if you don't mind. If you like the live, double tap. If you don't like it, punch me in the nose a couple times. Twice. You gotta punch me in the nose twice, so I definitely get it. Never had to take calculus. Yeah, I did. Well, I took it. Trig and calculus. I was trying to get into a program in the Air Force for enlisted people that you could you had to have your bachelor's degree already, but then you could get into a program and become an officer, and they'd send you to meteorology school. But in order to do that, you had to have a bachelor's degree, and you had to have all the way through trigonometry. And when I started going to college, I was a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school and took my GED, and never even had algebra in high school. Never even got that far. I quit. I only made it to the 9th grade. I was in my second year in high school, third year, starting my third year in high school, and still was classified as a ninth grader. And it's just because I never went to class, not because I'm dumb. But anyway, yeah, I had to take college algebra, algebra 2, and then calculus, and then trig. And yeah, I got a C in calculus and a D in trig. And I said, that's enough for me. Did not care for it at all. You guys have a good day. Look like Hulk. Have a good day. Let's see, did I miss any? KJ, I also took both trig and calc. Used to, yeah, see, I don't even know what those words are. Bell curves more than usual. So I feel that. What advice do you have about money? So the young men are here. Start saving now. Start saving now. Put a little away. Figure out a way to start putting money away. There's a guy on YouTube, comes on about every 2 or 3 months, and he puts $5 a day. Invest $5 a day. And he's been doing it for like 3 years now. But Albert Einstein said the most powerful tool in the world is compound interest. And that is definitely true. So start saving now. I forget what the figure is, but for an 18-year-old kid, very small amount that you'd have to invest every day or every year to become a millionaire by the time you're 65. So yeah, start doing it now. Give something up so that you can invest or sell something or do something to make that extra money so that you can invest. I look like Hulk. I graduated high school in '93. Algebra wasn't mandatory until the following year, so I dodged that bullet. Yeah. Mr. X said hi, hello. Lester, have a great day. If I could be 50 again, what would you do different? I don't know. I try not to even think of things that way. Can't do it, so why waste the thought on it? Have a Java day, everyone. KJ. Let me hold $1. No thanks, Joe. Just got up, getting ready for biscuits and gravy. Oh, that sounds good. A couple glasses of milk for breakfast. Got a lot of work to get done this morning. All right, Mr. X. Fill that belly up and go get some work done. My money makes money for me. That's how you appropriately invest. Yes, sir. I have invested in real estate, so single family houses. About time for coffee. Phoenix Fantasy, hello. Going to garage sales, buying stuff. Providing labor for people. Cleaning driveways, sweeping out garages. That's just a couple of ideas. There's so many more. Mr. X, find a skill that's in high demand and always will be, and then learn that skill and become the best at it and exchange that skill for money. Yep, that's the secret to making money. Have to come up with $500. Need a new rack and pinion for your van. Oh, and become the best at that skill. Yeah, I'll tell you what, one thing right now, you guys are leaving too long of messages. It's hard to read while I'm walking. I'm not complaining, but I do appreciate it. Another type of lifestyle that you want. Yep, make sure it's a skill. It's in high demand and always will be. Phoenix Fantasy, yes. You're welcome. Become the best at skill so you're not replaceable. Absolutely. Great advice, Mr. X. Yes, it is. One thing right now is any skilled trade. Plumbing, electrician, carpenter, welder, any of those things is in high demand right now. The youth of our country has been told that they need to go to college and get a college degree to become successful, and that's not true. Mainly off grid. Good morning. How are you this morning? I'm glad you came in here this morning. There was someone in your chat last night kept asking everybody, I can't remember the name right now, kept asking everybody to be friends and put out a Google chat link. Yeah, I got a feeling that was a spammer. The channel that they were chatting from was I think 2 subscribers, no content whatsoever, and a picture of a pretty girl. I'm not sure what's up with that, but just seems suspicious to me. The person asked me to meet them for coffee, asked me where I was from. I think they were from Houston, Texas, and I said I was from Georgia, and then they asked me to meet them for coffee. So anyway, just wanted to tell you that. Roman, good morning. Argentina in the house. Who's that behind me? Tony? I don't know. Got me looking though. Like Dan Bongino said, too many college graduates, not enough jobs for them. Yeah, exactly. Any advice on women? No. Don't ask me that, please. Mr. X got all kinds of advice. I'm going to let y'all read that. Quality of the video is down. Sorry about that. I was in the woods. Hopefully it gets a little bit better. I enjoyed if you're still here, mainly, I know you always just pop in, but if you, I enjoyed your stream last night. Hunter catching that fish. You could tell he was excited as soon as it started, before he even caught it. He knew he was gonna catch one, and you could tell he was getting excited. Hola, senor. What was that? Revelation said, find a woman who loves the Lord. There you go. There's a good answer. Cat Boy is here. Good morning. Up to 19 likes. Yeah, he definitely was excited. And the like I said, the excitement started before, as soon as he knew he was going to catch one. As soon as he started seeing some nibbles, he was getting excited. Mr. X, that's a diamond in the rough. All right, we're already at 19 likes this morning. Fantastic. You guys are amazing. Definitely appreciate every one of you. A lot of familiar people in the chat this morning. A lot of people I haven't seen in a while. And not here every single day, but they do stop in, and I definitely appreciate that. Phoenix Fantasy. I'm 25 now, but I want to make money to make my mother happy, not to entertain other women. Well, don't blow your money just to impress anybody, woman or not. Don't just blow your money to impress people. The people that are out there showing off Lamborghinis and all that kind of crap, yeah, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so don't be impressed by that. I mean, they may have it all, or have all that, but that's all they got. So save your money, invest your money. Later on in life, you'll be grateful for that. I mean, I'm okay financially, but I do still work, partly because I want to, but then partly because I need the money. So have a great day. Sun is up this morning, shining in my face. Doofus said yes. Battery getting low, gotta run. Hope you have a blessed day, Dave. All right, thank you. Revelation. Yeah, well, some have, some haven't, so. Maine. One. We'll see you. No, unless you haven't missed it yet. We're coming up to it. The sun's over there right now. We're walking up to where the sunrise service is every morning. Find a woman that loves Jesus more than anything. It's the best woman to have. Reagan is here. Wow, good morning. Good to see you, Reagan. Just in time to see the sunrise. We're walking up to it right now. I don't know if you can tell, but the sun is definitely shining on that side of that pumpkin head of mine. I haven't seen you in a little while. It's definitely good to see you. I was just saying that there's been a bunch of people in the chat this morning that haven't seen in a while. We are doing pretty well. We're up to 19 likes on the chat. So definitely double tap that screen, punch me in the nose a couple times, show me how much you love me. I appreciate that. The Combine says good morning. Early you'll wake up. You never find a woman to put up with you. Yeah. Oh, goodness. You haven't been your best lately. School first aid systems is crap. Oh man, sorry about that. I'll definitely keep you in my thoughts, my prayers, that everything starts going better for you. There's the sunrise this morning. There we go. And once again today, you all get blessed with a handsome devil and a sunrise. French fries. How are you this morning? Came in just in time to get the best picture of the day right there. Good looking old man and the sunrise. Settle for a loyal girl. Well, can't find one that loves God, and you definitely will. So, good morning. Been in pain for the last 2 days at school, and they told me they'd give me isolation if I went back to first aid. I was struggling yesterday, kind of overdid it, I guess, on Sunday and Monday. And I was very sore and worn out yesterday. I did cut a little bit of grass yesterday, but I did more resting than anything else. And definitely doing better today. My knee's hurting, but nothing at all like it was yesterday. We'll see you guys. Ain't too ugly for a girlfriend. There's somebody for everybody. There is somebody for everybody. And we are back to the starting point of the trail. We've made our 2 miles. 36 days in a row of doing this. Walked 72 miles. You guys have a good day. Luke said hi, hello. And account suspended. What a name. Don't fall flat on your face, old man. Oh, no, I won't. I won't. Oh, glory. Hey, how are you today? Man, all kinds of people coming in here today. Fantastic. I love it. You guys are amazing. Tell you what, you guys really, I was saying it earlier, but you guys really keep me going. It's 36 days in a row. I've come out and walked this trail. Walked the 2 miles. Been up for 4 hours. Where you been then, huh? Now, you guys really do keep me going, keep me motivated to do this. I wake up in the morning and it's the first thing on my mind is coming out for the walk, so, and talking to all you guys, so. Best or don't believe that, you're beautiful in your own way. There you go, Joe. I really like it. PFP, Old Glory. Who's the girl in the pic? Glad we can help you. Absolutely. I don't know, I wake up, can't go back to sleep until I do something. Yeah. Where am I going? I'm heading home right now. Phoenix. Glory, my brother, mainly still here. Oh, wow, okay. Heading home. Gonna start a project today. Hopefully, I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty easy to do. This is my next project, is clearing all this away from the road. Back about, I don't know, 5 to 10 feet into there, so that it can all just be cut with a lawnmower again. But that's the project after the one I'm starting today. Today I'm starting a new project, and as soon as I get around all these bushes, that monstrosity right there is going away. All those shrubs and weeds, and I'm going to trim up that tree some, and I'm calling the whole thing Whack-A-Shrub. I'm basically just going to go in there with a chainsaw and just start cutting away and get those shrubs down to manageable size. Not even sweating for that long walk. Gotta get to work. Gotta get back to work. You're working a double, right, mainly? Alright, account suspended. You're about to be suspended here. Watch it, man. Get at it, brother. Yes, sir. I'm going to do your yard now. Thank you. take care mainly. We don't need to talk about other people, especially other people's people in their profile pics or whatever. Don't need to talk about that. And this is a chat, not a dating site. So I am back home. Made it back to my house without falling flat on my face. And like I said, we've completed 36 days in a row. Dave is the land clearer. My yard needs you, Dave. Yeah, well, like I told you yesterday, as soon as I'm done here, get me a lawn chair and a cooler to set out in your yard, and I will sit out in your yard with that cooler, and I will give you the best advice you ever heard. I'll have lots of experience. I'll be able to tell you exactly how to do it, Joe. Alright, account suspended. Just take it easy, alright? I mean, we're all here just to chat with each other, be friends to each other, be kind. Let's see. What, this is not a dating site? It's not, believe me. Reagan, did Raz come in the chat today? I haven't seen her today, or at least she hasn't dropped any comments or anything. So love walking with you. Thank you, Maine. Maine mail. I got mainly off grid and Maine mail. Got my appropriate cup. The man, the myth, the legend. Weed whacked the yard yesterday. I have one ready for you for my efforts. And like I said, as soon as I'm done down here, yeah, I'll definitely come up, sit in that lawn chair with a cooler next to me, and give you all the advice you can handle. Mainly off-grid is a different kind of mainlander. Get her done, Lester. Wow, 24 likes. I am impressed with you all today. You're all making my day. Must be a couple minutes after 8. Guy across the street's leaving for work. Somebody's loving the chat. 6 a.m. here. Oh, you must be out west, huh? Your grass burned from not having much water. It'll be snowing by then. Yeah, probably will be. All the leaves will be gone off all the trees, so it'll be easier cleanup for you. I like doing fall cleanup. That's one thing I'm going to mention it in my next video. You're in Alberta? Okay. I'm going to mention in my next video, I've been trimming bushes and shrubs, and I am by no means an arborist, but I know these I'm not sure about. They do get little white flowers on them, but like flowering shrubs and stuff, like those right down there, those are all azaleas, and I know that you're supposed to trim them right after they get done blooming so that they have time to recover and put out new flowers. So I trimmed them obviously later in the year, but I'm down in Georgia, so I'm hoping that they can grow back enough so that next year I won't be here, I hope. But next year they'll actually get some flowers on them. So I'm, I guess I don't have enough viewers of my videos yet to criticize me on everything I do, but yeah, I definitely wanted to mention that you know I'm not I'm not going according to when you should trim bushes. We have grizzly bears, cougars, and oil pump jacks. Oh, so grizzly bears are the mammal of the territory, the territory mammal, and let's see, cougars are the cat of the territory, and pump jacks are what? Is that on your flag? I'll criticize you if you feel like you need that, Dave. I wouldn't know what to say. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I definitely don't know that much about it, but I have been told, and I've seen before, read somewhere before that yeah, if you have a flowering shrub or bush or whatever, that's you're supposed to prune it right after it gets done blooming. Gla- Bushes are planted too far apart. uh, Alberta might be joining the U.S. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, I'm not going to move them. Guarantee you that. If they grow big enough, they won't be too far apart. But I appreciate the criticism, Old Glory. I don't know. I've seen like some of these content creators that do all kinds of have all kinds of subscribers, and they're always saying stuff about, oh yeah, everybody tells me I'm doing this wrong, everybody tells me I'm doing that wrong. Yeah, I haven't got that yet, so I'm just over 250 subs, so not big enough to be getting criticized for everything I do. I got a tree out in my backyard that grows pink flowers every year in the spring. I believe it is some kind of apple tree. Yeah, it probably is. Could be a crab apple. If it had pink flowers, crab apples have pink flowers. Safe? Are you a microwave? No, not a microwave. Your hummingbird video did better than anything I've ever done, and every comment is someone telling me I'm holding it wrong. Talking too much, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're still young, man. I am. I am. You'll know you're a big fish then when you can't do nothing right. Yeah, exactly. If I can't do anything right, I'm either a big YouTube creator or I'm married again, one or the other. Still gotta get some coffee. Get you some coffee, Lester. It's all about your young soul. Absolutely, I totally agree. Tell you what, up here, yeah, I'm still, God, no older than 25. Sometimes I feel like a teenager in my brain. Some of the things I think about doing, but no, I can't. My body, I don't feel 65. It's hard to believe that I'm 65 years old. I was born in 1960, so it's always been easy to calculate my age. And I remember when I was young thinking, wow, in 2000, year 2000, I'm going to turn 40 years old. Oh my God. Yeah, and now here we are, it's 2025. It's just incredible to me. I'd be smart too. Yeah, it's just incredible. And the amazing thing, yeah, 21 with 44 years experience. Yep. I feel like I'm in my 80s. Yeah, just get out and start walking, Lester, doing things, more active stuff. 1986. You were born in 1986? Um, my youngest son was born in 1987, so. What did I do for a living? A little bit of everything. I was in the Air Force in my younger years, did 8 years in the Air Force. Um, I worked for IBM for a year. That didn't go anywhere. Worked in the auto parts department in car dealerships, long, long time ago. Um, somewhat of a carpenter. Are you a tree? No, I'm not a tree either. Not a microwave, not a tree. Reagan said 21 with 44 years experience. Yeah, next year I'll be able to say I'm 22 for the third time. Young as your dreams or old as your doubts. Absolutely. No, I have not seen Spider Dave in a while. And those bushes out there where I re rehome Spider Dave have all kinds of insects on them, eating the leaves. So he's obviously not doing his job. Dave said you're cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're up to 25 likes. I think the most I've ever gotten on a single live stream is 30 or 31 likes. So if you haven't hit that, double tap that screen yet, definitely do it. Spider Dave, you live rent free. At least do your job. Absolutely. I agree. Well, I mean, I got a lot of views out of them on my YouTube channel, so guess he's kind of paying his way. I'm going to get one last adventure in before my body lets me down. Absolutely. How old are you, main male? I got mad that I moved him. Give me a minute. Um, hey, I couldn't have him just hanging out right there in the middle of my doorway. I mean, I never use that door, but if I ever wanted to, knowing my luck, it'd be the middle of the night. I'd forget all about him being there, and I'd walk out that door, and I'd have him right in the middle of my face. So, you're in your 50s? Okay. Day. He's not a microwave, not even a tree. Let me think about it. You are, I'm definitely not a cockroach. I'm, here's what I am. The man, the myth, the legend. That's what I am. Day. Thank you for that. May Male, you're in your 50s? Yeah, you're still young. Still a lot of years left. I started saying that, I forget what I was even talking about, but I was talking about, I can't believe how old I am and that it's 2025. I'm a coffee shop. Okay. That it's the year 2025, but what I was going to say was that my mom is still alive, which is amazing. God bless her. She's 91 years old, so she'll be 92 in January. So that is absolutely amazing. Both of my grandmothers you're a dinosaur. Both of my grandmothers lived to be 90. My um, both of my grandfathers died when I was very young. I was 3 when one died and 4 when the other one died. Um, but both of my grandmothers both lived to be 90 years old. So I think this is your last year to carry a 100-pound pack. Yeah, I doubt if I could do that. My knee definitely wouldn't tolerate that. A rhinestone cowboy. Be right back. All right, Reagan. I'll probably still be here. I'm gonna stick around for a little while this morning. Looks like I got about a dozen people in here. I recognize a lot of the names that are here chatting with me, so I definitely appreciate that. As soon as I say, whenever I say how many people are in here, it either goes it either goes up or it goes way down. Um, I say I got a dozen people in here, and then all of a sudden it drops to, and then it says I got 6. So, it's crazy. Um, Lester, you're not over the hill yet. Absolutely not. You definitely haven't even gotten to the peak. If you're 49, I would like to go gold pan and go deep into the mountains. That'd be pretty cool. Miss Ducky is still here. Have my hands full feeding the animals. Oh, excuse me. Have my hands full feeding the animals, but I'm listening and watching. Appreciate you, Miss Ducky. Well, I was starting to stay. I'm going to go into my little spiel here about my channel for all of you that know me and everything, but just bear with me. But if there is anybody new here, my name's Dave. I'm 65 years old. The focus of my channel, or the motto of my channel, is get busy living. And it's the quote from the movie Shawshank Redemption. You get busy living or we get busy dying. And obviously I want to get busy living. So everything I do is geared toward that, trying to get things situated and taken care of. I live in Georgia, USA right now. I'm working on a house to fix up and resell and move back up to Ohio and be close to my mom for the rest of her life. She's 91. So definitely those are some of the different focuses of my channel. To get busy living. I live stream every day at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S., and that's mainly controlled by the amount of daylight I have. So it's probably going to move back here um, close to 7:30 within probably by the end of the month. But yeah, so live stream every day, and we do this, and we just sit and chat. It's a real chill chat. Don't really talk about anything real important. So main male, I find as I grow older, friends are falling away. Absolutely. Lester, never too late to start all over again. Absolutely not. Look at me, pretty much starting all over again. So, and Safe wants to know now if I'm Batman. No. Luke, I am your father. How's that? I don't want to go into the mountains alone. Can't find the friends to do it. Too scared to go alone. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it's obviously it could be dangerous up in the mountains. Um, I have a regret in my life. I was in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, and where the Wright brothers flew for the first time, And they have a lot of places that you can go, or a few places that you can go hang gliding. And I really, really wanted to go. And the person that I was with at the time, my partner, just say it that way, didn't want to go, so I didn't go. And I wish I would have just gone ahead and gone. You got like 3 bicycles in your yard. Get one out and start riding it, Lester. So I don't know, bear spray, big guns, whatever it takes, main male. Get out there and do it while you can still can. Who knows? You may find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. King AJ, do you eat peppers? Yeah, I can. Safe, why are you asking everybody questions like that? I mean, I appreciate the comments. The more comments I get, the more that YouTube pushes my video out. So um, I appreciate you putting the comments in there for me, Safe. They were all broke down. Fix one. If you got 3, you can probably make one out of the 3. Drew, hello, how are you? First flight was 12 seconds. Are you a pepper? You're getting a kick out of Safe? Yeah. Jazz K, hello, welcome in. Hopefully everybody, I mean, I'm getting all kinds of new people in the comments now after I give my little spiel about who I am. And Drew pops in, and Jazz K drops in here. I just talked about what this channel is all about. Yeah, you are a bike mechanic after all, Lester. Fix one of those bikes and get out there and start riding it. But yeah, I'm a 65-year-old guy. I go live every day, about 7:15 to 7:30, depending on the amount of daylight I have. Probably move back a little bit. But our chat is, as far as the topic, there's no topic. We just talk about whatever the chat's talking about. The motto of my channel is to get busy living. And that's from the movie Shawshank Redemption, where he says we got a choice to either get busy living or get busy dying. And obviously I choose to get busy living, so. And my walks in the morning, I take a 2-mile walk every morning. Been doing it, this is the 36th day in a row of doing it. If you saw the thumbnail for this video, for this live stream, it's a Jeep with a teardrop camper. That is an AI picture, but it is my goal to have that and hopefully have that rig by next year and be traveling all across the country. So that's the topic. That's who I am there, Drew. I do appreciate you coming in. Used to be able to re-spoke a wheel. That's why I have a bicycle built for 2 side by side. And it's time for me to get a fresh cup of coffee. Up to 27 likes. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Had it since you were 8. Fair play. I'll get busy living with you. All right, yeah. Check out my channel. I've got different content on there. About that, one of the playlists I have is a trip I took down to Savannah, Georgia. I'm in Georgia. I went down to Savannah for a couple days, walking on the beach, walking around in Savannah. Eventually, like I said, I want to get a lot more, do a lot more traveling. But I got things I need to take care of right now, and that's another playlist I have. Is the house I'm in right now has a pretty overgrown yard, and I've started cleaning it up and put some videos out on that. Getting ready to shoot one today. I'm gonna go in and hack and whack away at some shrubs or bushes that I have, and we saw a 1980 Wagoneer in Matthews, I'm guessing North Carolina. $4,700. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. An old Wagoneer like that. Preferably one with wood grain on the side. Because I'm gonna have that trailer I'm going to do is going to be a cedar strip, like a cedar strip canoe. But it's going to be a trailer. So I want something that's wood. I want that wood grain on the side of the Wagoneer. So I've got two 1970s 10 speeds and a mountain bike. One sat outside all winter long and rusted up. Yeah, an old Moto Becane Mirage. Don't know what that is, Joe. Is that the side-by-side bicycle? Yeah, it'd be nice to find a late 70s, early 80s, or all the way up into the 80s Wagoneer like that. Do some suspension work on it, get it riding nice and smooth, making sure the motor's running real good and strong. The bike I have is called a Sociable. You drank most of your life, missed out on a lot, yeah. I've always been a very light drinker. Don't drink very much at all. I'll have a glass of wine every once in a while. I'll drink a beer every once in a while. I have had a couple periods in my life where I drank heavily. Um, One short period when I was in the Air Force, just young, dumb, and hung out with a bunch of people that drank a lot, so I did too. And then in between my two marriages, yeah, I was a mess. So Lester had tacos for dinner last night. Tacos with marshmallows. It's a 10 speed from France. Okay, cool. I got a Schwinn. I remember when I was a kid, all my friends, I mean, it was when 10 speeds really started getting popular. What, late 60s, early 70s. And all my friends had 10 speeds. And it was my birthday, and I got a twin sister, so made it even harder on my parents. They had to buy presents for two kids at one time. But they told us they were taking us to buy bikes. buy new bikes, and they were going to take us to buy new bikes, and I got real excited. I was super excited. Oh wow, I'm getting a new bike. I'm getting a new bike because all my friends had 10 speeds, and they were out riding their bikes all the time. So I was thinking I was getting a 10 speed, and we went to, I think it was Kmart, and started looking at the bikes, and of course, right away, I'm checking out the 10 speeds. Ooh, check this one out, Dad. Look at this one, Dad. Look at this one. This one's cool. I like this one. I like this one. And it's like, no, you're gonna get that one right there. And it was a 3 speed. Now that I look back on it, I think to myself, my dad was doing the best he could at the time. 2 kids, having to buy birthday presents for him, and that's all he could do. So I wasn't real happy with them though, but I took it. I knew better than to complain about it. If I complained about it, I wouldn't have gotten anything. I probably would have got that 3 speed up against the side of my head. Schwinn's been great when they were in the U.S. Yeah, Schwinn's were a good bike. When did I find Jesus? I think you were 18 or 19 in your sober moments. I was raised Catholic, and didn't really follow. Went to Catholic grade school, went to public high school, and yeah, didn't really follow the Catholic Church. And then my second wife was Southern Baptist, and was saved and baptized then. So back brakes don't work. Got to find my WD-40. I got a can of PB Blaster here next to me. Will that help, Lester? What else can we talk about today? Anybody else got any topics they want to talk about? Somebody's banging on something down the street. Last time you rode it, it had no back brakes. Yeah, you definitely got to get those fixed. Slam on them front brakes and throw you over the handlebars. Fathers are definitely important. Yeah, going down the hills. Fathers are definitely important. I had people criticize me. I got two of my own children, and when I was a single dad, they lived with me for about 2 years after my divorce, and my daughter she was in school. She was like first or second grade maybe, and my son was in preschool. He was like 4 or 5, and I would not allow my kids. And this was during the height of the popularity of the TV show or the cartoon The Simpsons. I wouldn't let them watch The Simpsons just because Homer was always portrayed as being just an idiot, the father, and not necessarily because it was Homer Simpson, but the father, and the was always portrayed to be an idiot, and I didn't like that. I just didn't like it. So, yeah, my kids didn't get to watch The Simpsons when they were growing up. So, just the way I felt. So, I think that the fathers are definitely important. I like motorcycles. Absolutely, I like motorcycles. I think I've told you before, Joe. I used to have an old Triumph,
1970 650 Triumph. So you miss your dad. You grew up without him. That's a shame. You have four, and people have tried to take them from you since I had them. Kids, you mean? Four kids? Okay, yeah. So you are talking about your kids. Your youngest is 15. Okay. Well, I have two of my own children, and then I have three stepchildren that have been in my life for 35 years. So they're pretty much my kids. I don't call them my stepkids. I call them my son, and my two of my daughters. So that's I'll tell you that's tough being a stepdad. People don't realize how hard it is to be a stepdad. The things that you have to be put up with, or the things that you have to put up with as a stepdad. Um, yeah, yeah. I won't say anything more about that. It's just tough. It's a tough life, and stepdads are very underappreciated. I've had to guess at what it takes to be a dad. Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. I've heard people talk about, first time, or they're getting, gonna have a baby, their first child, and they're scared to death, and both men and women, and all of us are, all of us are. Um, I was 21 when my youngest, was born, and I had no idea what I was doing. 21, had just joined the Air Force. Part of the reason I joined the Air Force is because my wife was pregnant, and I needed medical coverage. So that's part of the reason I joined the Air Force. Um, but had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, a '69 Triumph chopper with a 650 motor. Yep, mine was mine was a 1970 650 Triumph. It had a slight rake on it, moving the forks forward, and then it had just standard forks, but like a 3-inch extension on the forks. So we'll never find out what it's like to be a dad. Dads never go away. No, they don't. There were a lot of things I was critical of my dad for, and then later in my life I realized that yeah, he was a good man. So I grew up and was as a younger man, I used to tell myself I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to be like my dad. And now I find myself a lot like him. So um, yeah, he was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter. I'm guessing that's something from the Bible there, Eric. Thank you for dropping in on the chat. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it was tough. All right, Eric, you're doing some preaching. Yeah, main male. I dropped out of high school. I was a huge goof off in high school, and I was uh, I was more interested in cutting classes and going smoking weed and getting high than learning anything in high school. Well, the thing is, I went to Catholic grade school all the way up through eighth grade, and then I went to a public high school, and the stuff that they were teaching, like math, mainly like math, was stuff I'd learned when I was in sixth grade. The stuff they were teaching in the public high school. So yeah, I was bored with it. But I also was more interested in going and getting high than I was sitting in school. Um, so I goofed off quite a bit. When I joined the Air Force, like I said, I was a high school dropout when I joined the Air Force. And fortunately back then, I don't know if you still can, but then you could join without a high school diploma. And they started pushing me towards my education, and I ended up getting my GED almost right away, and then I ended up with three college degrees, so which I've never used any of them as far as my bachelor's degree is in healthcare administration, and I've never worked in healthcare administration. So, Eric, this was 7 years before the birth of Jesus. 700 years before the birth of Jesus. Spin of the wheel, Gandalf. Where's Mordor? I don't know. Double tap the screen and maybe we'll find him. There's spin of the wheel. Maybe he'll magically appear if you double tap the screen. I'm guessing those are. I'm pretty sure both of those are from Lord of the Rings, which I've never read. So, in Canada, you need a grade 12 just to push a broom. Yeah, yeah. I just want to say Christ loves you, and I hope to see you in the end. Thank you, Eric. I hope to see you in the end as well. And I know that Christ loves me. You were an altar boy. You're a Catholic as well. Spin the wheel. You like that? Hey, I'll tell you what. Here's another great offer for you. Spin the wheel. If you subscribe to my channel, all subscriptions on my channel are back with a full 100. Actually, just for you today, I'll give you back 500% of the money you spend on that. So 500% money back guarantee on all subscriptions if you're not 100% satisfied. All right. So go sub to my channel. And if you're not happy with it, just let me know. It's easy. You don't have to submit a big form or anything. All you got to do is just tell me that you're not happy with my channel, the subscription, and I'll give you back 500% of your money. Eric, you're reading from the book of Isaiah from the Old Testament, okay? Don't mind that at all. You want to drop some Bible verses in my chat? That's fine. Definitely better than some of the other some of the trolls that come in here. So I'm not calling you a troll, Eric, not at all. So I was born a Catholic, ended up Pentecostal, got baptized at 50 in your 50s. You know it. Yeah, I was raised in the Catholic Church. Um, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to get into religion. I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. I think that this is all I'm going to say about religion. I think that man, not necessarily just men, but I think that human beings corrupt religion, and I have a problem with that. So I know that my Um, I know my relationship with God is good, or it's the best I can do. So I don't I don't need a church or another man to tell me how my relationship with God should be. I've dealt with some corrupt people in churches. So yeah, you're a congregationalist. Spinning the wheel. Well said. Thank you, spinning the wheel. Appreciate you. Hopefully you've taken advantage of the offer I gave you on the subscription. 500% money back guarantee on all subscriptions today. Dye that mustache blue. No, I'm not going to do that. Goodness out of God, God out of goodness. I went to a congregational church. Not exactly sure what that is, but I know when I was in the Air Force, I was in basic training during on Easter Sunday, and this is bad of me to say, but they had two different services on Sunday, um, and one was a sunrise service, so we had to get up and march to the service before the sun even came up. But got out of doing chores or whatever they had us doing that day by going to church service on Easter Sunday. So I went to the first one and then realized that other guys that didn't go were back doing things, cleaning and sweeping and mopping and stuff like that. And so I went to the second service as well, just so I could get out doing jobs. So uh, Phil Minfer 84. I'm just gonna call you Phil. Love to all my LGBTQIA plus. All right. Seem like a nice bloke. I am a nice bloke. Lee Peters. What do I get from God? Um, Guidance, I guess. You picture me. If I was flying the airplane, I would be praying hard. I wasn't a pilot, so. I do have a video on my channel. Um, there's here in the town I'm in, there's an Air Force base here in town, and there's an aviation museum, and there's a video on my channel. I went to the aviation museum and shot a video from there. I live streamed from there one day, and then I also shot videos of the airplanes that they have there and that I flew on when I was in the Air Force. So that's kind of cool if you want to check that video out. Definitely appreciate that. If you go check it out, let me know. Put a comment in there. Definitely appreciate that. Lee, guidance is a good answer. Thank you, Lee. Guidance, inspiration. I do believe that I've got two brothers that have passed, and my dad's passed. Um, but I do believe that my brothers give me guidance as well as my dad. This style of mustache that I have right now is in honor of my one brother. Um, yeah, it's been a long time. So, um, yeah, this is basically in honor of my one brother. It's how he wore his mustache. He retired from the Navy, so obviously while he was in the Navy, he couldn't have a mustache like this. But after he left the Navy, he was a biker, rode Harleys, and was killed on a Harley, on his Harley. But this is basically in honor of him. I wear it because of him. So, and I kind of like it. I've had full beards, but my beards are real ugly. Um, they, if I let them grow big like the trend, the style is now, they're just real shaggy looking. So I keep my, if I have a beard, I keep it pretty short. But probably about the time I started doing YouTube and putting my face out there for the whole world to see all the time, that's when I shaved off the beard and started growing this out more. If you go back some of my earlier videos, yeah, there's nothing down here. It kind of ends right there on the side. So I like it. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Lee. If you haven't done it yet, double tap that screen for me. I'm trying to get up to 30 likes this morning. I'm at 28 right now, according to my screen. Raz is here. Good morning, Raz. Good to see you. Still live, still on the live stream this morning. Been sitting talking. Had quite a few people in the chat. Um, older people. I mean, not age-wise. People, old people to the channel. Been around for a while, so coming in and chatting with me. So definitely appreciate it. Raz is a good friend of mine. For anybody that doesn't recognize her, she's a good friend of mine. She has a couple of channels. Definitely good to see her. My IQ was a problem for the armed forces. Yeah, I can imagine that. How do I get the guidance? I don't know. I think I just feel it in my heart. Feel them talking to me. No. Um, main main male. Yeah, I mentioned when I joined the Air Force, I was a high school dropout, and because of that, the entrance exam, I had to score higher on the entrance exam than what a high school graduate had to. And I went with the recruiter. I went to the recruiter station, and he drove to the base where they were giving the exam, and we picked up two other guys on the way there to take the exam. And we all went in and took the exam, came back out. I don't know, it was a couple hour exam or an hour or whatever. Came back out, got in his car, and he was telling the other two guys about how they didn't pass, but he never said anything to me. So I'm like, what? You know, did I do that bad on it? Because I had no idea. And then when he dropped the other two guys off, he told me that I passed it. And I had to score 15 points higher than what the two high school graduates did. So, all right, we got a long comment here from MD Abdul. Hey, do you have a website? If yes, we can help grow it organically on Google to boost visibility and attract more qualified leads. We also offer video editing at a very affordable rate. Well, thank you, MD. I own a domain name, but I do not, it's not active. I don't have hosting on it. So, and nothing to put on it right now. So, bet you did. Bet I did what? What did I do? How's mom? Oh, Lester wants to know how your morning's going, Raz. Just waking up, Lester. Door-to-door salesman on YouTube. Yep. Miss Ducky. That's the thing. I mean, if I see a long comment like that in the chat, I'll generally read into it a little bit before I start reading it out loud, because God only knows where they're going. Um, so it's kind of dangerous to just start reading them before you read them out loud before you actually read into them. God only knows where they're going. So, leap year, we got Trump in the UK. He's there now? I didn't know that. MD, not interested, buddy. I do appreciate it. Appreciate your hustle. Keep doing it, but yep, not interested here. I have I have a grandson who is in IT, and yeah, he definitely would be able to do the whole thing for me, so no problem. He's cozying up to King Charles. Okay. Lee, you're going to take off? All right, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you double tap the screen, liked everything, liked the live stream. Looks like I had 30 a minute ago, and looks like I lost one. Probably MD, since I'm not buying anything from him. Just kidding. But anyway, appreciate it. Double tap for me. Subscribe to the channel. Today only, I got 500% guaranteed money back. If you're not satisfied with the channel and your subscription, I'll give you back 500% of the money you paid for it. Today and today only. No questions asked. So I need one more like. Sitting at 29 right now. Been live for a little over an hour and a half. Not doing too bad. There we go. Yep. Someone teasing me now. Jumped up to 30 and went right back to 29. Alright, someone playing with me. Playing with my emotions. How dare you? Watching you on my phone and watching something else on your TV. Alright, Lester. How did I miss that comment? Susie Bryant. Oh, Dave, I'm from Bakersfield, California. Buck Owens, Merle Haggard town. That's cool. Welcome into my channel. Never seen you in here before. Definitely check out my channel a little bit. There's a lot of content on there, a lot of things to see. I'm a 65-year-old guy. Just started my YouTube about 3 months or so ago. I always wanted to do it, so definitely enjoy having you here. Buck Owens and Merle Haggard. All right, Buck Owens, he was on Hee Haw, wasn't he? How well do I sleep in my age? I sleep okay. I don't get consistent sleep, but I mean, some nights I only sleep about 4 hours, but most of the time it's 6 or better. Watching YouTube on TV too, 4 hours and less. You know Susie? Okay. All right, Raz. Well, I'm glad to see you here, Susie. Glad to have you. If you're a friend of Raz, you're a friend of mine. Yeah, main mail. Sometimes there's evenings where I'm drinking coffee still at 10, 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, those nights I don't sleep very well. But I try not to do that, but sometimes I have coffee still made, and I'll make coffee in the evening, and I'll still have some left. And yeah, so I drink coffee late at night, so that's definitely not good. Whereas, what's the plan today? The plan today is to get out in the yard, and I'm gonna attack some more shrubs. And I told you last night on your live stream, yeah, we're gonna be playing Whack a Shrub today. That's the title. I've got the title and already for my video. Isn't that how you're supposed to do it with content creators? Supposed to have your title first. I've seen some people say that. I don't know if it's anyway. So yeah, I've got the title for um, my video already, and then I'm going to go in there and play Whack a Shrub. You had to limit yourself to 2 cups so you won't stay awake all night. Yeah, I can drink coffee up, you know, later in the evening, and sometimes I'll drink coffee, and um, if I drank some coffee later, like 7, 8 o'clock at night, if I have a bottle of wine, or if I have some wine, which I don't have wine all that often, but if I have some wine, I'll drink a couple glasses or a glass of wine to counteract the. I know it sounds bad, but counteract the caffeine. You haven't been sleeping well lately. That's a shame. Probably the best sleep I get is after I've been outside all day, whether it be working or hiking or um, just fresh air. I think helps. Used to try all the time get my kids outdoors just so they would sleep better at night. Have I ever done any panning? No, no, never have. Yes, by the road. Now there's some shrubs. My last video, the ones in front where I finished that up, they're right next. I talk about it at the end of that video. They're right next to that. It's just a big clump of shrubs that I'm going to attack next. And there's either 5 or 6 actual bushes in there, but they're all just like all completely grown together. And so I'm basically just going to go in there and just cut them all down to about 3 feet high. So got a plan to do it, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I don't think it's going to take a real long time because of the way I'm going to do it. So yeah, I think for everybody, I mean, as you age, wake up in the middle of the night just to go to the bathroom. So oh yeah, I need to get up and stretch. Sitting too long, my back starts tightening up on me. Definitely feeling a little bit better today than what I was yesterday. Yesterday I was paining yesterday, and knees were hurting real bad, hips, everything. So yeah, Raz. Okay, so those are the bushes in my last few videos that I trimmed up, cut down, and that mess right there. That's like five different shrubs in there that all just kind of grown together in a huge mass. and there's like vines growing up into the tree. So they're probably going to look about like that when I'm all done. Maybe even worse or lower than that. So not a lot leaves going to be left. So that is target for whack a shrub today. Yeah, I actually started. I said I had the title already for the video. I actually started doing the thumbnail for it too. It's going to take a little bit for me to get the thumbnail right. Using the theme of whack-a-mole with me in it. It's going to be whack-a-shrub. So now I'm saying that, and all these people are watching. Someone's going to go steal my idea. You ever get that? For anybody, I know Raz is a content creator here, but you ever get that where you think up an idea for a video, and you think, oh, this is really going to do well, or I really think this is going to help, or get a lot of views, and then it just flatlines. You get nothing. Yeah, happens a lot. Maybe men need purpose, and as we get older, we have less purpose, and then we sleep less. Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of random what catches on. There's all these gurus out there that talk about how you can get how to make a viral video and all that, and yeah, tacos do sound pretty good, Lester. Legend, can I show my home? I have. I'm outside my home. This is a carport right here, and there's my front door. Randomly, while I'm live streaming, I'll walk through my house, and so yeah, exactly. Some views that you think aren't going to get any views at all, yeah, they'll get a bunch. Legend says hi, hello. My guardian's grandson cooked. Oh, cool. Are they good tacos, Lester? And soft tortillas, or hard shell tacos? I'll make like a Chipotle style burrito sometimes. What I do is I will go to the grocery store, and I'll buy like one of those roaster chickens, the whole chicken that they roast. I'll buy that, and the first night I'll eat all the limbs off of the chicken, the legs and the wings, and then I clean all the meat off the rest of the chicken, put it aside, and then I use it to make like a Chipotle style burrito. I'll make Chipotle style rice, have some sauce and sour cream, or tomatoes, sour cream with the rice and chicken. Yeah, good stuff. Last time I went to a Chipotle, and this isn't the reason I haven't been back. It's mainly just because it's kind of inconvenient. The people there are rude, and it's expensive. But the last time I went to a Chipotle, I walked in there, and the person that was standing behind the counter, I hate it when they do this, but they just stand there and stare at you. They don't say, hi, can I help you, welcome, or anything at all like that. They just stand there and stare at you. And you have to tell them, you have to start talking to them, which I hate that. But then, so finally I said, okay, I want a chicken burrito. Oh, we don't have any tortillas. I said, what? You don't have any tortillas? And I mean, it's Chipotle, burrito shop. They don't have any freaking tortillas. Yeah, we're all out of tortillas. I said, all right, go ahead and give me a bowl. So I don't like, I'd rather have a burrito. But anyway, so they start making my bowl. And they put chicken in, they put the rice in, And then we get down, oh no, we don't have any sour cream. No, we don't have any tomatoes. I got so mad, I said, forget it. And I just turned around and walked out. Didn't pay for anything. I had a bowl that was half made, and I just walked out. I mean, a frickin' burrito store, that's all they sell is burritos, and they don't have any tortillas. They couldn't send someone to Walmart to go buy some tortillas. I don't know. Just irritated the crap out of me. And that's the last time I've ever been in a Chipotle. So, anyway. Hang on a second. There, okay. I jumped down off my soapbox. My rant against Chipotle. So I figured out how to make my own, or at least good enough that I enjoy them. So I do like Chipotle style burritos. Describe India in 5 sentences. Okay, I probably couldn't even describe the U.S. in 5 sentences. So I'm not familiar with India. So sorry, I can't really do that. I'm not depressed. Could really use one last good adventure. Go do it, man. Just go do it. I could use a bunch of more adventures. I have been depressed, so. Hard shell nacho cheese. He used to work at Chipotle. Okay. When do you plan on moving? I hope to be out of here by December. So. I'll get used to that staring new group of young people coming along. It's what they do. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's been going on for a long time. And I remember a long time ago, I walked into a McDonald's and this, pimple-faced kid standing there, and he just stared at me. And I just stared back at him. It irritated me, and I just stared back at him. I didn't say anything to him. And I just stood there and stared back at him. And waited and waited. I don't know, probably 30 seconds. And finally, he's like, "Do you want something?" So it's like, yeah, why else would I be here, idiot? Anyway. Famita dropped a message and said hi, and then retracted the message right away. Well, yeah. That's one thing one place I've never worked in my life, and I've done all kinds of different things. I've never worked in a restaurant. Never. My first job, I know a lot of people, teenage years, they work in fast food. My first job was in a gas station, so back during the olden days when they pumped gas, and gas was a nickel a gallon. It wasn't that cheap, but I interviewed one time to be a buyer for a restaurant, but I did not get the job. I was, I don't know, one of 2 or 3 people that they were interviewing for the job, and I didn't get it. So that's as close as I ever came to working in a restaurant. Young people today are completely out to lunch. It's got to be their phone doing it. Yeah. For me, my stomach was hurting. I didn't go to school. Hope I get better. Yeah, I hope you get better too. That's why you wouldn't work in a deli or a Subway. Yeah. You'd eat all the food. Yep. No, it's just, like I said, my first job was working in a gas station, and I went from working in the gas station to working at car dealerships, working in the parts departments in car dealerships. And I did that for, gosh, about 4 years before until I joined the Air Force. So you bought pop for a dime. Yep. When I worked in the gas, I still remember when I worked in the gas station, gas was 56 cents a gallon. So probably cut off your finger. Yeah, my oldest son went to culinary school, and he's actually pretty good. He's got some pretty good knife skills. So I just got my phone down to 15%. I guess I need to head back in the house and plug in. Sorry about that. I had to close the door. You can eat for the sake of eating. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Mainly came back in. Live stream champion. Been live streaming for almost 2 hours now. So definitely appreciate you coming back in, taking a break at work. Hey, I mean, I enjoy doing this, and if I got people in the chat and they're talking with me, I mean, heck yeah, I'll just keep on talking. It's still early in the day. Not going to mess up my day or anything, and it actually encourages me to continue on with my day. So definitely enjoy doing it. Everyone loves talking to an old guy. Yeah, hearing all the old stories, the same old stories over and over again, probably. That's one way that I'm similar to my dad. I think I've told you before, and this is just me repeating another story. My dad would, just out of the blue, just say, "Yeah, well, this time tomorrow I'll be doing this," or "I remember when I did that." Yeah, typical old guy stuff. Man, you're 286 pounds. Okay. I always ask for the end if they are getting close to it while they are cutting my cold meat. Talking about Subway. Now you got to go. Have a great day. All right, Mainly. Thanks for stopping back by. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not going to set any records today on my live stream. My longest was over 3 hours. So not going to set that record today. Definitely not going to go that long. And another good thing about me live streaming for a long period of time is I don't smoke while I'm live streaming. So you guys are helping me with that. Cut back on smoking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do appreciate that. Ducky says bye to Mainly. Ducky, I don't know if you've gone over to his channel, but yeah, he's got a real good channel, and he live streams pretty regularly as well, and definitely has a lively bunch of fellas, I guess is the best way to put it, on his live streams. You subbed to him. Okay, cool. Yeah, he also encourages people to sub to everybody that's in his live stream. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and this here. Now that we're talking about it, and my battery's about dead. I am plugged back in, but I need to charge my phone up so I can shoot some video today of my whack-a-mole or whack-a-shrub. So I already messed up the title. But yeah, I gotta get that get the battery charged up so I can record that stuff. Main mail: if you quit smoking, be prepared to gain weight. Yeah, I've quit before, and I didn't really have much problem with weight gain. My biggest, I've been blessed to never have to worry about my weight. Worst time I ever had was the last job, the last job that I had. I sat at a desk for 12 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day, and that's all I did, is just sat there at that desk all day long, no activity whatsoever, and started ballooning up because I just sit there and snack all day and not get any activity. So that's the worst I've ever been. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. We've been live streaming for 2 hours now. I've got 30 likes. So I say definitely successful. Like I've said all through this live stream today, and I always say, I do appreciate every one of you. You guys keep me motivated to get up and take these morning walks and to stay on the live stream. Definitely warm my heart, make me feel loved, appreciated. I appreciate that as well. So y'all keep coming back. Y'all coming back now, you hear? Got to talk Southern for a little bit there, since I am in Georgia. But yeah, all of you are great. I love having you all here, and thank you very much for everything that you do for me. Just coming along and chatting in my live stream is much, much, much appreciated. So I'm gonna get out of here. Be watching for a video. Hopefully, I can get it all recorded today and get the video up tomorrow. Probably be after my. I'll probably schedule it for after my live stream tomorrow. But I may try to do a little short to put out later on today. So keep your eyes open for that. If you're subbed and you got notifications turned on, you'll definitely see that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Thank you all very much. Appreciate y'all. Y'all go have a fantastic day, because I already have, but it's even going to get better. Bye.